a lot of people in the West believe it's offensive to like question whether or not the Holocaust actually happened, which it did happen. I'm the descendant of people who died in it, so I absolutely believe it happened. But a lot of us in the West, we agree that it's offensive to, or believe it's offensive that to question whether or not it happened. So under this framework, it becomes very offensive to question whether, like, if a group experiences a genocide or like some severe oppression, it becomes offensive to question whether or not it really happened. You have to believe it and you can't, ever question it. And it's under this framework where once you believe the Palestinians have faced genocide or serious oppression from Israel, it is incredibly offensive to even question whether or not it is true. And that is the framework that the people on the left have to remind. It is incredibly racist and offensive to even let yourself mentally go there. And it's like, and that's like, I never fell for like anti-Zionist propaganda. I did go through a phase where I thought it was possible I could have been propagandized into believing in Zionism, but like I also thought it was at least equally possible I could have that my friends could have been all like propagandized. And so I sat with it and like, realized like, no, they're the ones who are brainwashed, not me on that. But yeah, that's why it's like, like there's still things that like when I'm trying to like de-brainwash myself from like other things though, where like it feels so fucking offensive to even question things. Like for me, finding out people died in Tiananmen Square, I can't even like put in words what that felt like to even have to like mentally go there and like consider the possibility that people died in Tiananmen Square. I felt like I was a horrible fucking human being for even like questioning did people actually die in Tiananmen Square. Like I hated myself. I felt like I literally cried. I felt like I was such a horrible, disgusting human being for even questioning that. I'm like, how could I even like consider this capitalist propaganda of Tiananmen Square? And yeah, so that is like literally the framework that exists.
Okay, so can I clarify one thing? So you said it's offensive to question if people suffered genocide. Is the offensive thing to question if people died, or is the offensive thing to question leftist dogma? Because you said that it's also offensive to question whether people didn't die in Tiananmen Square, like the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the thing because it's like I guess it's like most extreme with questioning like you know where it's concerned most things like it, it does start to like after a while that whole like mentality of not being allowed to question things extends then to like how could you possibly even consider the enemy's propaganda as being true.
Mm. So I guess you're saying it's more offensive to question leftist ideas then. Uh, okay. Uh, I don't think I have any other tools, so we can check in on super chats. Do we have any?
Okay. No, do we? I don't think so. Okay. No, super chats, yes. Twos, no. Amir, thank you so much for the super chat saying Kara and Armin in turbans. Is it takeover on TYT? Okay, no. No, that's not a turban. That's a what is it called? Fez. Yes. But I should get a turban now that I think about it. Oh, that would be so cool if I had a turban here. Yeah, that's a fez. And thank you, Amir. And then we got Kevin or Cappy with a membership gift. Thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate you. And then we have Effectual with 2 joules. Thank you so much. And then we have Rednick with a super chat saying, would it be feasible to train some Iranians how to build and use FPV drones like we see in Ukraine? They could start the police stations, etc. Well, for legal reasons, I'm not going to be telling people what to do, but my you don't even need my understanding, and this is just me reporting what's happening, is not that anybody should do what I'm saying, is this is just the reality, is that the people who are interested in that, they don't how do I say this? So stuff is already happening with that training. These things are becoming easier and easier to learn, and they are so user friendly. It's like playing video games and figuring out how to make these things. So there are. You don't even need to make drones, build the drones. You just have. There's already drones available in Iran. They just need to enhance them, if you know what I mean. Again, and I'm not encouraging anybody what to do or anything like that. I'm just telling you, I got reports from inside Iran that stuff like this is already happening. I just don't know what at what scale. But yes. And then we got another super chat by Amir saying, "Join the group discussion now." Join the discussion group now. Alhamdulillah. Yes, yes, guys. If you're interested in an Islamic group now, our group is taking is I told Monkey and Nail Bunny, Danny, you're not here. We had a meeting to enhance our border security. I suggested a wall, but I think it's in too late. I think once they're in, now they're going to breed, and there's no saving this community anymore. It's fallen. It's too late. They're in the house. Whatever. They're gonna breed now. So yeah, there's no saving this. Okay. What's next?
Jose wanted to respond to one of the super chats really quick.
Oh, okay, Jose.
Really, excuse me, my voice is still rocky. Harmon, Shahed drones have been seen over Cuba near Gitmo.
Oh,
Photographed by the United States servicemen there. And it's definitely a Shahed. 3 days ago. So heads up. I know I saw the video and it was supposedly open source, but I don't necessarily trust open source. I'd rather see it from a Spanish website. I trust those better because I know those authors better. But I thought that was interesting that you mentioned Shahed, and it triggered me. Hey, let them know. Because if those drones were in Cuba, they arrived well before Venezuela. That's all.
So I'm just looking at this. There's an intelligence report revealed that Cuba acquired over 300 drones from Russia and the Iranian regime. 300 drones Cuba has acquired. For what? For defending against the United States? So on July
Always.
Yes. On July 8th, U.S. officials showcased a Shahed 136 drone to highlight regional proximity risks. So targets within operational range include Key West, Guantanamo Bay, and critical maritime channels. Security experts compare these disruption capabilities to strategy deployed in the Persian Gulf. Okay, well, I did not know that. So thank you for bringing that to our attention. That's crazy. Okay.
Okay, and Kathy, you wanted to add something? Is there Kathy?
Yeah, I wanted to also add that I read somewhere that there are reports that members of the IRGC are actually in Cuba as well.
Oh, really? Members of IRGC in Cuba?
I'm assuming it's to teach them how to use the Shahed drones.
I could look into that. I mean, I wouldn't be. I know the Islamic Republic has a lot of presence there, but I don't know if it's actually IRGC, directly IRGC itself. So here's what I found: the regime in Iran has systematically deepened its military and intelligence ties with Cuba. On May 18, 2026, intelligence report revealed Cuba acquired over. Okay, I already know that. Operatives linked to the IRGC have provided technical. You're right, technical training and operational doctrine for these military assets. On May 8th, 2026, cyber analysts confirmed active IRGC-linked cyber operations and proxy networks in Cuba. Top U.S. officials warned Havana against harboring military systems from the Iranian regime. So, Kathy, your guess was right. By the way, guys, this is another reason why the Islamic Republic needs to go, because they're not going to stay in the Middle East. They're coming right into your continent. They have been there, but they're it's not just our problem in the Middle East. They're everywhere. They're everywhere, and they're inside America as well. My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.